YouTube for the, what is this race even called? The Focused Health 250 at Circuit of the Americas. I literally got in the door about 120 seconds ago or so, if I am literally still getting things together, that is pretty much the reason why. So we are here, though. They are coming off the final corner, getting ready to go green, green, green. Green flag is out, and Zilisch is away with the lead, as Connor Zilisch has been the dominant car of the weekend so far. I believe he led, I believe they had 2 practice sessions for the Xfinity Series cars, but yeah, Zilisch leading in practice here. William Byron in the 17, looking to the inside here through turn 1. 3 wide further back there. Carson Quapple on the outside of 3 wide, and he manages to work his way around it. Not sure who the car in the middle was. It got kind of squeezed there between the 2 Junior Motorsports cars. But here we go. Here they come down through the S's and heading towards this new part of the course where they go ahead and make this sharp corner here down the track. In a moment, I will have a track map up for you guys, because that is one thing I definitely want for the road course races on the year, but welcome on in. All right, so right now we got William Byron facing off against the number 9 Junior Motorsports car, the car he used to call home. Who even is in the 9 this year? I completely forget. Is that an all-star car? Number 9. No, oh wait, yeah, that is an all-star car. It's Ross Chastain in the number 9 this year, or at least in it for this race. So there we go. We are all set up. We got Nick Sanchez in the 48 going side by side with someone, and that is the 24 that was side by side with Zilisch a moment ago, and he is back to side by side with him. That was Corey Heim going side by side, not Connor Zilisch. Yeah, Corey Heim here side by side with the number 1 of Carson Quapple there, making some great moves here through the field. As here comes the 41 of Sam Mayer, and we are off and running here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. Again, I apologize for not having shared this sooner, because again, we are literally just jumping to live right now. Alright, so there we go. Welcome all in. We got 20 laps in stage 1. And let's see, 65 lap total race, so we'll go 20 laps, probably 20 laps, and then the final 25 to the checkered flag. Alright, but yeah, we're starting to settle in though. Zilisch, Chastain, Byron. What is this, the Cup race? For all intents and purposes, that is entirely sarcastic. It is definitely the Xfinity Series race here. But yeah, those front 3 drivers, though, all running double duty here down in the Xfinity Series, in addition to their work in the Cup Series. Now, for 2 of those drivers, the Cup Series is their full-time job. Connor Zilisch, though, he's running for the Xfinity Series Championship this year. And yeah, today's race is going to be an important one, because if he can win this, he'll be locked into the playoffs, and he can focus his time in on the road courses. Or he can focus his time on the ovals, knowing he's already got his win in the bag at one of the road courses. And especially if he can get it at the first one of the season, that would be a massive help to him. Again, it's just one of those things, if you can check it off, the earlier the better. But yeah, right now, though, Nick Sanchez working his way through, trying to get that 48 into contention here as well. Nick Sanchez currently in the 13th position, as he is currently working his way up through this. Going side by side with the 19 there off of the final corner. Not sure who's 19. That's 19 is Herbst this weekend. Okay, so Riley Herbst versus Nick Sanchez battling it out. Herbst down here just to try and get some extra track time before his first Cup Series road course race, as he's full time in the Cup Series this year. Let's see, Anthony Alfredo up into the top 15 as well, as we're working our way through this one. And again, there is just action all over this track. So there we go. So welcome on in, though. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so we got Carson Quapple. Here comes Austin Hill going by the 16. Sorry, the 16 of Eckes this year. Eckes is in the 16. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so they go to their first side-by-side commercial break of the event. No full screen commercial. That's pretty interesting here. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so here we go. Here comes Carson Kvapil trying to pass Sam Mayer back after I believe he just got passed by Sam Mayer again a moment ago, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so here we go. Let's see. 4 laps down here, already working our way through this one, and we got a caution flag. Yellow flag is flying, and what is the caution for? Oh, the 14 nose into the fence, and who is in the 14? Is that J.J. Yaley, if I remember correctly? As to who was in that car last week, or am I mistaken? Let's see. Let's get a leaderboard for myself going here. All right, let's see. I've already gotten the points for this one. Let's see. 14 is Carson Hocevar running double duty. Okay. So Carson Hocevar doing double duty and getting knocked out here. Alright, I'm not a fan of the way they did this, but yeah, this will do for a track map for the time being. So give me a moment, guys. We will have a track map. As much as I don't actually quite like this track, let me actually wait and see if this works with the new configuration. It looks like they still got the old configuration in here. Alright, yeah, so there's Carson Hocevar. He's already climbed out the car. Glad to see he's okay, going just right into a fence. Gonna have to wait and see a replay of that to see what actually happened, but man. Alright, so I guess it works. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and give it a try. If you guys don't like it, we can swap back from it. I'm hoping that maybe some of the other road courses later this year will actually have the map that I wanted this one to be when I first saw it. And I thought at the ovals they were using a more simple map, because that's the biggest problem with this one, is that it's just way over detailed. Here we go. Boom. Boom. Alright, so there we go. Coming back from commercial break, we should be getting a replay of that wreck that just occurred here shortly. Alright, let's see. Since I believe the short chute that they shoot through is over here-ish, we'll try and cut off as much of the unnecessary parts as we can. We'll go ahead and throw this in the upper corner. We also don't need all this area off to the side of the track, because that's at the top of the track is right there, so we can try and cut out as much of the unnecessary bits of the track as possible. Alright, so there we go. Now we got the top 10 highlighted up there, so we'll be able to track them throughout the race. That should be all good to go. Alright. Now bear with me for a second as it's going to and there we go. Just gotta get that. There we go. Alright. So we're all set. We got that going. And we are set and ready for this one. Okay. So welcome on in. Again, I apologize. Okay, there hasn't even been any chat messages for me to have missed, so there we go. Thank you guys so for everybody that has decided to spend even just a portion of your very valuable Saturday afternoon here with me. As we got ourselves, again, a caution flag out here, 5 laps into the race. Yeah, your top 10. And so we got the top 10 on the screen. Alright, so there we go. And let me just verify that it is all set up here. But yeah, so again, I quite literally, though, walked through the door about 120 seconds or so before going live. So, yep. But I will be here. I do actually have a poll for at the end of the race. So if you guys do stick around to the end, to the final stage, there will be a poll here for you guys. Oh, come on. Alright. Also, all my other phone cords are somewhere else. I gotta figure out where I left them. Alright. So there we go. We are all set up and ready for this one. So welcome on in. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Come on. Okay, why is my phone? Come on. Alright, so we're just chilling out. They are towing away Carson Hocevar's car, which was the cause of the caution here that we are currently under. Alright, so again, here we go. Just chilling out. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so there we go. Again, they're just pacing currently under the caution flag. Alright, and we should be... Alright. So I'm going to go grab a quick drink of water, and we will be right back, guys. Wow. Alright, and here we go. Green flag is out, and we are back to racing. Welcome on in. Again, we are jumping right into this one. Alright, so welcome on in. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. If you guys are enjoying the stream, feel free to let me know by saying hi in the chat, as well as hitting the like button on the video. If you guys want to see more of these types of streams, feel free to subscribe. I do them all week long. All right, so here we go again. Zilisch, Chastain, Sam Mayer working his way up into the top 5. Oh, and immediately as soon as I say that, he's bumped out of the top 5 down to 6 here. So, might have been something screwy with the timing from the restart here, but... Alright, so there we go. Allgaier running a little bit wide here, allowing Corey Heim through. Corey Heim up into 4th here, so... We have got ourselves a whole host of drivers at the front of the field that we wouldn't typically expect of an Xfinity Series race. I mean, Zilisch is a regular, but the next 3 drivers behind him are all regulars in other series. You got Corey Heim representing the Truck Series. You've got Byron and Chastain both representing the NASCAR Cup Series right behind them. And even, we got a 3-car pile up in the back. The double zero of Creed, along with, it looks like Nick Sanchez, and I did not get a chance to see who the other driver was, but a 3-driver pile up there. They all seem to drive away, though, and it looks like we are going to stay green. Against all odds, we stay green here, and we've got ourselves a green flag. Alright, so there we go. Again, we are just watching here. And okay, Carson Kvapil was the other driver that I saw spin off course here. But yeah, Kvapil got himself spun around and back into line really quickly. Sanchez not far behind him. Yeah, unfortunately, Sheldon Creed ends up a lot further back and did not get a chance to see a great replay of that incident there. Alright, there we go. Alright. There we go. Oh, come on. Alright. So there we go. Their time with Hocevar currently just out of the care center after he got taken out there early on in the session. All right. You want up, Gizzy? All right, here we go. Putty tap time. Putty tap, putty tap. All right. Here we go, Gizzy. All right, so again, we got ourselves we're 9 laps in, so we're about halfway through stage number 1 here. Welcome on in. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. If you got R, of course, hit the like button and subscribe. We're chilling out. We've got ourselves a cat on our lap. And we are ready for this one. Oh. Alright, settle, Gizzy. Settle. Just want cameras up here if you want to look at the camera. Alright, so there we go. We got Jeb Burton. They're currently showing a highlight of here as he's got the 18 all over the back bumper there. I believe 18. Is that that's not the car that I'm trying to remember who's in what cars for the Xfinity Series. Because the paint schemes are always different. But okay, so the 20 is where Brandon Jones has ended up. 18 should be... Who on earth is their other regular? Alright, well, let's see. Alright, so here we go. Again, we are just crossing the halfway mark here in the first stage. Welcome on in. Again, hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, let's see. Who is in the 18 that I legitimately cannot remember for the life of me? William Sawalich. William Sawalich got the promotion to the number 18 car. I knew it was someone who didn't deserve to be there, but I knew it wasn't Drew Dollar. I'm I'm pretty sure he flamed out a couple years ago. There we go. Welcome on in. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. There we go. We got Zilisch here leading the field. Although it looks like Zilisch might have some debris on the front of that grill, which if that causes potentially an overheating issue, that would not be a good thing. Wouldn't it? But yeah, so right now though, Chastain, Byron still chasing Zilisch here around the field, and it is gonna be a question mark of how long will it take for them to catch Zilisch, and will that debris on Zilisch's nose actually be a problem? Because if so, Zilisch might have a hard choice to make between potentially pitting to get that debris off the nose and winning this stage. If he if he goes ahead and pits, he's obviously not going to win this stage, but he'll at least be able to save his grill from overheating. But if he pits and that debris wasn't causing a problem, then he basically pitted for no reason. Alright, so there we go. Again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Let's see. Alright, so there we go. Alright, and he goes and unplugs my phone as he leaves. Alright, and let's see. Currently 11 laps in, and Zilisch starting to pull a little bit of a lead over the other leaders here, as you can see on the mini map above me. Yeah, again, Zilisch, Zilisch is the blue dot. The other 9 drivers inside that top 10 are the white dots here. But Zilisch starting to put a little bit of a gap between himself and the 9 of Chastain here. So it's definitely a pretty good race so far, though. Taylor Gray trying to bump his way into that top 10 as he's hanging right behind Christian Eckes here. And we got some more trading spots in the midfield as Jeb Burton goes by Ryan Sieg. It looks like Ryan Sieg going to be looking to try and get back by him. All right, so again, we're just chilling out, though. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Yeah, and I wish that the Xfinity race wasn't right at 2:30, but also wish they hadn't had basketball on the CW, which pushed pre-race coverage to a different channel, so I had to even check to see if I was even going to be able to watch the race before I could even know if I was going to be able to stream it for you guys. Speaking of races that I will be able to stream for you guys, I will be doing at least double duty on Sunday. I'll be streaming both the IndyCar race at noon and the NASCAR race at, I believe, 3:30 for the Cup Series race at Circuit of the Americas. So I'll be streaming both of those events. So that'll be fun as we get ready for the start of the IndyCar season in combination with the start of the NASCAR season. Should be good. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so yeah, we just chill. We're chilling out. We got, here goes Eckes all over the back bumper of Sammy Smith. He's trying to take 9th away. And again, Taylor Gray lurking just behind in case these two take each other out, and he might be able to get both spots. But again, right now, so far, Sammy Smith able to hold off the hard-charging Christian Eckes in the 16 here. Again, looking to the inside, looking to the outside. Dives up the inside here. Eckes alongside Sammy Smith, and he's going to push him wide. Sammy Smith's going to have a shot to try and rally, but he's going to have to cross him over at this, on the run up to turn 1. Sammy Smith gets the door shut on him, and now Eckes can go ahead and block all the way up the hill to turn 1. Here goes Sammy Smith looking up the inside. Eckes lets him get there, and you're allowing a return shot here. Sammy Smith runs Eckes wide this time. Eckes, though, stays just on the racing surface and rejoins the track here. And here goes Taylor Gray taking the 2-for-1 move that I said. There we go. Taylor Gray taking a 2-for-1 move here at Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. And there we go. Alright, so there we go. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Let's see. So again, right now they're working their way through this one. Let's see. Just want to check and make sure the cropping on the screen region is actually going well. And oh, Taylor Gray. Was that Taylor Gray just off the track? That is certainly not good. Oh, nope. That screen region does cut some stuff out that I need. So give me a moment, guys. Alright, so we need to go ahead and make I cut off a little too much here. Oh yeah, there's the spike of turn 1. There we go. Alright, so it's going to be a little bit more in the way, but we'll at least be able to see everything now. Alright, so there we go. And we are chilling out, though. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. If you guys like your NASCAR, or if you guys like your NASCAR challenges, I've been, over the last 2 days, I have been bringing back a series that I did late last year where I did these NASCAR Immaculate grids where you have to try and fill in all 9 spots on the grid with a driver who, for example, drove for, say, just an example, if you had a Joe Gibbs Racing and a Hendrick on the same grid, you could use a Kyle Busch to fill in that spot. And the only rule is that it can't be a driver that you can't use the same driver twice. It's the only rule there. I've got 2 of them up on the up over on Twitter, so if you guys want to take a look at that. But yeah, I upload a different one each and every day, so there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and just retweet my latest one. So there we go. Again, we are just chilling out the 7 laps to go here in stage number 1. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Here comes Jesse Love up the I'm going to say Jesse Love working his way up. He's currently up to the 13th position. Going to be looking for the 12th position as he is tracking down Alfredo here in the 42. Anthony Alfredo gonna try and do his best to hold him off, but as of right now, at least Jesse Love looking up the inside, loving that very powerful RCR Chevy. Yeah, Alfredo in a much less established team in the 42 car. I believe that's Our Motorsports, if I'm not mistaken on the font. Or, sorry, not Our Motorsports, Young's Motorsport. But, yeah, I mean, right now, through these S's, the 42 of Anthony Alfredo showing off some pretty impressive road racing skills as he's able to keep this one on track and holding off one of the best drivers in the series, Jesse Love. So there we go. Welcome on in. Again, hopefully everybody's having a good time. But yeah, so far though, back with the front of the field, Connor Zilisch is absolutely just taken off from the leaders. And it does not seem like the debris is really hurting Zilisch all that much. And there's time about the scheduled pit stops, and yep, those are going to happen for the leaders with about 3 laps to go because I don't think Zilisch pits, and I'm almost certain Chastain and Byron don't either. Or, no, Chastain and Byron might. Zilisch definitely won't because Zilisch wants the playoff point at the very least. Alright, so there we go. Alright. Yeah, so I mean, again, this map is old and overly detailed with stuff that you don't really need. Kind of hoping there was just gonna be a basic like outline with the drivers on it. I mean, that would have been so much better if you just had one dark line that was the track outline, rather than a full map of the actual position, or a full track map, including all like the fields around it. All right, here we go again. Zilisch working his way through this one. We got, we're 16 laps in here, and so far, right now the biggest action on track. You've got the 17 of William Byron has caught the 9 of Zilisch. The question is, will they try and work around it, or are they going to just work together and ride on through here? They've lost a full 4 seconds to Zilisch. So Zilisch decides to run it. They're going to have to pit 3 laps to go, because again, if Zilisch doesn't pit, he's going to close those pits super quick in terms of the getting to the line before he takes 2 to go and the pit road closes. So you will have a race of drivers trying to get on pit road here just before they go to the before they go to the 2 lap to go mark here. So yeah, this would have been the lap I would have expected to see everybody dive into pit road. Next lap. This next lap by, I expect to see everybody come to pit road when we see 3 laps to go. 3 more times around. And again, we will get a chance to see exactly who is going for the points and who is looking at the end of the race. Again, I think outside of Zilisch, I think Chastain, Byron, Heim, I think all 3 of them pit. Mayer and Allgaier probably stay on the racetrack for the points. Austin Hill probably stays on track for the points. Gray, Eckes, I think both of them, they're full-time drivers. They're going to be staying on track for the points. So will Sammy Smith, I believe. And here comes Carson Kvapil to pit road. So Carson Kvapil, the first driver to hit pit road. Here comes, Riley Herbst up the track. I believe they might be closing in on running out of time here. If they haven't come to pit road yet, here comes Zilisch. Again, if Zilisch can just get back to the line, this next time by, I believe we'll shut pit road. So, yeah, Zilisch trying his absolute best here, seeing if he can get back around to close this pit road before anybody else manages to take advantage here. We got 9 people hanging out in chat. Thank you guys for all 9 of you guys that have decided to spend a portion of your day here. But yeah, so Zilisch here, I believe, is about to close pit road, and the other drivers stay on track. Here we go. We should have, I believe it's 2 laps to go here. Come on, put up the official counter and make sure I'm right. Let's see, 2 laps to go. Should be 2 laps to go. And William Byron did make the pass on Chastain here. So it's 3 laps to go. So pit road was not closed that last time by, and guys like Taylor Gray were able to take advantage of it. But again, unless you're in that top 2 or 3, I think you're gonna miss out on the opportunity to pit here. So Jesse Love came to pit road as well, so that's another driver getting it done. Ryan Sieg, so a fair amount of the back of the field did actually hit pit road there. I believe I saw Jeb Burton, Creed, Sanchez on pit road here. So a bunch of drivers did actually take advantage of it. I was just kind of surprised that none of the leaders had. Maybe some of them are overconfident that they might be able to get there despite Zilich's 5-second lead here. Basically meaning that they think there's an over 5-second gap from when Zilisch slows down to go to pit road to when he crosses the line, when he doesn't slow down for the pit road, because he's probably going to stay out, I think. And we got a car stopped on track here. Oh no. Number 35, who's that? Who's number 35 today? That is a team that rotates drivers all the time. Caution flag is flying. And that is going to be caution flag out for the 35. As Zilisch jumped to pit road, he got on pit road, and he might still have a shot at winning this stage. So here we go. That is Baltazar Leguzman. I have absolutely no idea if I pronounced that right, but I am almost certain I didn't. But Zilisch got to pit road in time. There we go. So Zilisch is going to lose this stage to Byron. William Byron will be your stage winner. Chastain second. Heim third. Mayer, Allgaier are going to be 4th and 5th. Austin Hill 6th, 7th Eckes, 8th is going to be Sammy Smith. 9th right now is currently looking like Connor Zilisch might still get a stage point here. Oh, 88 did not make it before the caution flag came. And the 88 is going to be, I thought 88 made it, but we are being informed that the 88 did not make it, so the 88 will not get the stage points. He will be assessed an end-of-line penalty before the stage completed. So there we go. Alfredo and Alex LeBay jumps up into the point scoring positions here, into the top 10. So officially your stage 1 results here at Circuit of the Americas are Byron, Chastain, Heim, Mayer, Allgaier, the top 5, Hill, Eckes, Smith, Alfredo, and Alex LeBay, rounding out your top 10 drivers. And again, looking for the red light here. So, looking for the light. Yep, so there's the light on pit road. Sorry, it's a yellow light on pit road. But again, Zilisch was way too committed at that point. He couldn't possibly, again, especially with the speeds that these guys are going, there's no way to slow down in time for that one. Alright, but yeah, there we go. So yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised that Zilisch was trying to pit there, though. I thought for sure it was going to be a case of him staying out for the points, but instead he gets no points, and it will be much further back here. Alright, so there we go. So yeah, again, you had Byron, Heim, Chastain, Mayer. Mayer's doing incredible in that 41 car as well. Like, I didn't know if Sam Mayer would adjust this well to the Xfinity Series, but Sam Mayer has come alive in that 41 car this year. Obviously, the first 2 races of the year were super speedways. This one being a road course, maybe it'll be something that dies off throughout the year. But I'm impressed nonetheless here with how he's doing. Oh, what are you messing with, Gizmo? Oh, there's a box on your favorite bag. His favorite bag to sleep on had a box on it. Which usually I would think is an upgrade, but it wasn't allowing him to sleep on it. So there we go. Alright, there we go. Alright, so there we go. Alright. I'll be right back in just 1 second, guys. So you come back from commercial break too. Great. Alright, well, there we go. Welcome on. Oh. Welcome on in. Alright, we're back. Getting ready for the pit stops here at the end of stage 1 as we get ready for stage 2. They're doing a report from the top of that massive tower, which is insane. Still can't believe people actually watch a race from up there. Can I say, though, it is kind of cool to see the glass floor and seeing the cars go underneath you. As someone who is a little bit afraid of heights, I'm not sure that's for me. But I'm sure there's a large number of people it is for. Not to mention it's one of the most unique views in all of sports. Getting to see the action from directly underneath your feet. So there we go, and they're doing... Alright, so the race fit report this week is going to be on Christian Eckes here. Okay, that's weird. They're doing a photo op of him. Okay, there we go. That one they don't have his promotional can blurred out, but a little bit weird that in the first photo they showed, they had his drink sponsor, which, mind you, they are actually his sponsor, Celsius Hydration or whatever, blurred out in the first photo. Like, did they not know that that was his sponsor? Alright, well, let's see what I did get in my mailbox. Alright, let's see. Alright, so here we go. Coming into pit road, it's basically all the leaders. Everybody who didn't pit before the stage break here, all coming down now that stage 1 has completed and stage 2 is underway. So here we go. William Byron, the first driver to find his pit stall. We'll go ahead and get this one underway. Alright, Chastain also finding his pit stall without a problem. Yeah, I was kind of curious to see if he would have any trouble potentially finding his pit stall, as he does have a different number and color scheme. Byron has run the 17 a couple of times in the Xfinity Series leading up, but as far as I'm aware, this is the first time I believe that Chastain has ever driven the 9. Hint, might be something I use in a later. Oh, the windshield wiper on the 17 is broken, and he is probably going to have to come back in for pit. services. The 17 was the first driver off pit road, too, which is, oh my gosh, no. So, yep, it looks like the 17 of Byron will be having to come back in for another round of service. So, yeah, picked up a couple of graded cards this week, so that's what these are going to be. So, all these are Pokemon, by the way, because if you guys don't know, I'm a big Pokemon fan, and yeah, I've got a second channel where I will be uploading Pokemon content, but yeah, so first and foremost, we got ourselves a, let me just see if the camera is focusing on this, but yeah, we got ourselves a PSA 9 of this really cool Leon Charizard card, so that one's pretty cool. Okay, the glare is a little bit harsh on that one, but I think you guys were able to see it all right. So, not quite a PSA 10. I was definitely wanting to find that one in the 10, but the deal on the 9 was so good, and realistically, I can barely tell what they dinged it on. So, again, these cards weren't mine that I pulled. I will be sending some cards in to get graded here this spring, but yeah, these ones were just ones I purchased. So let's see. Yeah, they're at commercial break here. We're waiting this one out. Let's see. Alright, so there we go. And they are at commercial break, so don't you guys worry about that. Alright. Another one, I believe, coming from the actual PSA company as well. Oh, this is the Japanese card. Okay. Okay, so these things do actually have a proper way to be opened. This one is a 10. The Rainbow Terastal Eevee card. So that is a pretty cool one to have in the collection. Not sure when or if I will end up selling any of these, but at the very least, this one's a really cool one to add to the collection. So there we go. And again, we're still at commercial break, so we're just opening some stuff that I got in the mail. I was hoping that, thought my, okay, that one's was a little low on the camera angle. But, yeah. Alright, let's see. Last box looks to be packaged and shipped from the same location, which tells me this one will be another PSA scenting card. Alright. Set down the knife before I end up cutting myself. Don't try this at home, kids. Or, if so, make sure you have a parent helping you with it at least. Alright. There we go. Alright. Let's see. And, yep, yet another one from PSA Vault. Let's see, what was this one? Okay, it's another Japanese card. It was another PSA 10 Charizard. This one's another Japanese one. Alright. So there we go. Alright, so there we go. They're coming back from commercial break. We will be getting ready to get back into the action. Yeah, I thought I was supposed to have another package that was here that wasn't. I thought I was supposed to have a NASCAR package here today, too. Thought it gave me an alert that it had been delivered. Okay, it says delivered on March 1st. Okay. Should I see a location as to when it was delivered? Because, or where it was delivered to? Because, alright, so those two were delivered today. Hmm. Alright. Shipping address is correct, so it should have shipped here. Alright, well, I guess we'll have to figure out where that is later, but there we go. Alright, welcome on in, though. We got 6 people hanging out in chat, and we are still in the early laps of Stage 2, currently still behind the caution flag from the end of Stage 1, as we will be getting ready here. Taylor Gray and Jesse Love, the front two drivers, both pitted just before the caution flag came, or just before what was eventually going to be the stage end, one way or the other. And they have ultimately came to pit road here, and now they are the race leaders. You got Love, you got Gray, Love, Jones, Herbst, and Sieg, who all stayed out in the top 5. Carson Kvapil was also on pit road. I assume Harrison Burton and Dean Thompson did the same thing. Sheldon Creed making a good bounce back after his collision earlier in the race. And Jeb Burton rounding out your top 10 drivers here right now as we get ready for the start of stage number 2. There we go. Let's see. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so again, they're rolling here currently under the caution flag still. Let's see. Alright, so again, here we go. Lights are off on the pace car. We'll be seeing it pull off this time by, and we will be seeing them get back to racing here shortly. Welcome on in. Let me know who you guys think is going to win this race. Would love to see your guys' opinion. Do you guys think Zilisch is going to end up ruling the day? Of course, after his penalty here at the end of the stage, he's going to have to start from the tail end of the longest line, so he's going to have a lot of ground to make up here. But here we go. Off the final corner here. Green flag in the air, and they are heading through the restart zone. Green, green, green. Green flag is out, and they are back to racing. Alright, so there we go. Alright, down into turn number 1. Taylor Gray able to push Love just enough out of the way to go ahead and take this number 1 spot. 2 more Joe Gibbs Toyotas right behind Jesse Love. So, you got a lot of Toyotas up at the front of the field after a significant lack of them early in the race outside of Corey Heim. Now, Corey Heim, the only Toyota, it feels like that isn't in the mix. As we know, Sawalich is nearby. William Byron already up into the top 10, though. There we go. Corey Hyman trying to make his way through the pack here. He's actually pretty close to the top 10 as well, as he just passed William Sawalich. Currently battling side by side here with the 41 of Sam Mayer. Mayer, again, just really freaking impressive here. Here comes Jesse Love to the outside of Taylor Gray. Kind of looked high and then dove low through the corner. Managed to get a really good entry and exit. The question is, how long will Gray be able to hold on? Taylor Gray still holding on to that outside line here, but I would assume Jesse Love with that preferred line here for the moment. Going to be an interesting one to see how they transpond as how this transpires here through the final corner, where Love does not have the ideal line here. Gets pushed wide yet again, and Taylor Gray hangs on to this spot. He also has the preferred line entering turn 1. And now you've got Riley Herbst right there as well. Oh, tries to let Riley Herbst go for the crossover, instead allowing Jesse Love to run roughshod on him. And now here comes Riley Herbst to the outside here. Riley Herbst trying to take the spot now after Taylor Gray loses 2 spots in one corner there. All right, so there we go. All right, so we got ourselves a pretty good race going here, though. Again, Love, Herbst, and Gray at the front 3 spots here. Yeah. But, this one should be a pretty good one here. Let's see. Austin Hill, Chastain. Okay, a lot of guys making their way through this field pretty quickly here. Chastain up to 12th. Allgaier, Sammy Smith in the top 15 as well. William Sawalage has fallen all the way to 15th here. So, certainly not the rise to the field that we were expecting. But here we go. Connor Zilisch has already made up nearly 10 spots from the restart. Restarted in the 32nd position. He has made his way all the way to 23rd, looking for 22nd right now. So again, Zilisch has driven himself masterfully back up through close to half the field here, as he has now passed officially 10 cars as he passes Brennan Poole. That makes 10 cars that he's passed since the restart, and he is closing in on the front of the field in a hurry. This NASCAR Xfinity Series field will soon know just who Connor Zilisch is. He is driving like prime AJ Allmendinger, like prime Boris said, some of the best road course racers in the business, and Zilisch is driving just as good, if not better, than they did in their best. Here we go. Now, we've got the number 1 car of Carson Kvapil going around the outside of Taylor Gray. So there we go. Friend of the channel, Carson Kvapil. Got a chance to do an interview with him last summer. And we got the 26 of Dean Thompson, who has gotten spun around. Looks like he is going to be able to drive away, though. No caution flag here. Yeah, NASCAR being somewhat restrained with the caution flag tonight, which is a good thing. But yeah, so here we go. Let's see. All right, so there we go. So there's Chastain. Chastain tries to move Harrison Burton out the way, making a hole for himself and for the 17 of William Byron. Still with that broken windshield wiper there on the 17. Obviously, without the actual threat of weather, they don't need to worry about that windshield wiper being operational. It just needs to be attached to meet regulations, and then you can go ahead and fix it under potentially the next caution flag. But again, I can't imagine that's something you'd want to be kind of just flapping around, potentially risking it falling off. Not sure what happens in inspection if that part does fall off, if they're able to replace it mid-race and it would be fine. I mean, I assume if it comes completely detached, they are able to fix it and replace it, because at that point, otherwise you're just telling them they're going to be out of the race if we get any kind of weather. Again, right now, as far as I know, there's no weather in the area, so we should be fine. But man, the dust from these cars running just an inch off track, though, is insane. Riley Herbst still hanging out in second place here. Has not been able to find a way past Jesse Love. And As we were talking about the Toyotas in the front of the field, Jones back to 7th. Gray has dropped all the way to 4th from the lead. Riley Herb's really the only one that's kind of stayed level where he is for the most part when it comes to these Toyotas. And say Sawalich also fell back at the start of the race or at the restart of the race. So again, that's all 3 Toyotas near the front of the field, all struggling. And say even Riley Herbst looks to be losing ground here as here comes Carson Kvapil on the back bumper of him. He's hanging on as good as he can, but again, right now, at some point, you're gonna have to wonder: is he almost is the fight almost worth it here? All right, so there we go. All right. So again, the top 5 as they go to commercial break here. Again, Sheldon Creed hanging on to that top 5 spot there. Hey, Kenneth, how's it going? I'm doing well today. Gonna say, you've been sick. All right, well that's no fun. But hopefully we can get some racing into you, and that'll be the magic cure. But if not, we got 2 more races ahead to give it a try. Give you a triple dose of racing this weekend. See if that helps. But yeah, currently 9 laps in here to this 20-lap stage here, and the caution flies yet again while we're at a side-by-side commercial break. What on earth are we doing here? But yeah, I literally walked through the door about 5 minutes before, somewhere between 2 to 5 minutes before this stream was supposed to start. So I quite literally didn't have a chance to get the post on Twitter to let you guys know that I'd be live. But I did tell you guys last week that I'd be here. So yep, but I will be doing the IndyCar race as well on. Okay, it looks like maybe a debris caution ends up being the cause of it. As they're sending, well, it looks like trucks out to go collect debris, but I'm not seeing anything. Seeing tire tracks, but I think those are from either Carson Hocevar's car earlier in the race. So if that debris was laid down during that incident, it's been sitting there for a while, and if not, I don't see what debris it is. Oh, all right. Looks like they maybe decided that the wall where Carson Hocevar hit about an hour ago, they decided that needed some more attention here to the signs. They brought out some extra tires, I guess, to try and reinforce it. But yep, welcome on in though. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. All right, so they're at commercial break and under caution. I'm gonna go ahead and run a quick ad break, and I'm gonna go grab myself a drink. All right, and they are back from commercial break. We are back, and we are ready for this restart. They have not doubled up yet, so I'm assuming we're still a little ways from going green, but there we go. I've gone and put my graded cards in my other slabs, so there we go. All right. There we go. Again, we are just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Again, let me know if you guys find the map at the top helpful or not. I kind of want to know what you guys think of it before I kind of go ahead and do it for the other road courses and stuff. Because my thought process for the road courses, at least, is that the map could definitely be useful, but I was assuming that it was going to be a very simplified map, not a overly detailed sky photo. So, all right, so there we go. We got ourselves a drink, and we are ready to go. All right, they're doubled up. We're ready to go racing. Ooh, there we go. Yep, that woke me up. Alright, so again, they're coming through the final two corners here. Pace car will be pulling off the racetrack, leaving the field in the hands of Riley Herbst and Taylor Greyer listed as the leaders, but something tells me that those aren't the two drivers we'll see leading them to green here. So, if I've seen that paint scheme before, yeah, it's Taylor, or it's going to be Jesse Love on the inside. Green, green, green. Green flag is out, and they are back to racing, so Herbst and Taylor Gray on the top side. Love and Quapple on the inside here as they go racing down into turn number 1 here. 3 wide for Jesse Love as he gets taken 3 wide. Herbst on the inside. No, there was a car spinning at the back half of the field. We'll have to wait and see who that is because they aren't going to show us right away. But again, it was Sam Mayer. No, not the other Stuart Haas car involved in the spin. We already saw Sheldon Creed get spun around earlier. So there we go. And Jesse Love putting a bit of a block there on Carson Quapple as they head into the new section of the course through this kind of NASCAR short shoot here across to the backstretch. Going ahead and cutting out a chunk of the course to shorten down the track from what it was last year. I don't hate the way that the shortened course has been racing, but we'll have to wait and see until the weekend's over what the final report on it is going to be. But 9 laps to go here in the stage. These stages are feeling incredibly short, especially with these cautions in the middle that have eaten up now 10 total laps between the 2 cautions for cause and then the caution to end that ended stage 1. Technically, that one was also for cause. There was just, it also happened to be the stage break. So, so 10 laps of caution flag racing so far out of 30. So essentially, another car nearly went around as it got a ton of dirt there. It looked like Corey Heim off course, but again, he manages to hang on to it. That was pretty impressive. Here we go. Carson Quapple looking for the lead of the race here. Up the inside, not going to be able to sniff it, but he's going to try to defend. No, he doesn't even defend the over-under there as Jesse Love crosses him back over for the second position here. Again, Jesse Love trying to hang on to that second spot. Carson Quapple doing everything he can to try and take it from him. All right, so there we go. All right, let's see. I kind of need this to be in the on other monitor. There we go. So I can actually modify this while actually seeing where I'm sitting. So I need to sit a little bit. Ow. Drop my phone. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, so I need to scoot over a little bit and then maybe just a touch smaller on this road map. So there we go. Alright, so there we go. Just showing the replay of some of these drivers going off course in turn 1 there. Here we go. Riley Herbst still hanging on to that lead, but he's got some drivers in hot pursuit here trying to take this one away from him. Speaking of hot pursuit, Connor Zilisch has made his way all the way up to 9th after the restart to begin the stage, which was only about 9 laps or so ago. He's only had 9 laps, and some of those were under caution. He ended up making his way all the way up inside the top 10. He's up to 9th place already. Zilisch is a monster out here. Let's see. I'm kind of surprised that out of all these drivers, SPG didn't want a couple extra laps in a stock car to practice up for this race. I mean, it's not like this is a track he knows, because I think the only other series that really runs here consistently is F1. And Zilisch is not an F1 driver. But yeah, here we go. Justin Allgaier with a bit of a tire up. Oh yeah, it looks like the entire front end of Allgaier's car got a pretty good crunching there. I'm not sure what exactly might have caused it. I would assume a stack up into turn 1. I just don't know which one of those he was involved in, but man, that car does not look very good. So, all right, there we go. Well, let's go ahead and throw the. We actually didn't have the sub count up there. Let's go ahead and put the sub count back up. And oh, hey, as we do it, we gain a sub. There we go. Welcome on in. All right. So again, we're just chilling out here. 7 laps to go here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. If you guys are, of course, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new. If you guys aren't missing future videos and live streams. Oh, nope, not that. Get that up and. Alright, so there we go. And Allgaier coming down pit road to potentially fix that front end, as it was not looking good. Looks like they're also going to change tires, as we did see some some smoke coming off that front, which we would assume was tire smoke. Alright, so there we go. Welcome on in. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Let's see. 6 laps to go here. And once again, here we go. We've started to see some of the Cup drivers making their way through here. The 17 of William Byron trying to challenge Jesse Love here for the spot. Chastain has already made his way past Jesse Love here. And the 2 Cup drivers now up into the top 5 here, and they're looking for more here. As we got 6 laps to go. Again, the question is, how many of them pit when we get to the dreaded 3 to go here as we get ready for the end of this stage? Are we going to see drivers stay out try and collect those stage points, or are we going to see those drivers? Okay, so Sheldon Creed may have damaged something in the underbar there when he went off course. Not sure if they're showing that as a potential for where that debris came from the debris caution earlier, or why they were showing that, but there we go. Alright, so welcome on in. Alright, here we go. Creed looking to the inside here. I'm going to say Creed in the Road Ranger car holds the 17 of Byron off course just a little bit. And oh, massive lock up there for the 17 of William Byron. I'm going to say definitely slid the tires a little bit, but that is okay considering he's only going to be on these tires for a couple more laps, but he's got to be able to hold off Creed here if he wants a shot at this one. And we're getting down to the end of this one where it's going to be tight if they even manage to keep holding on to this one for the finish. Alright, so there we go. Also got to see one other thing I want to get fixed here before we go ahead and get this completely right, so let's see. Alright, give me a moment, guys. Let's see. Alright. Alright, there we go. That looks a lot better. You guys might not be able to see it, but at least from my comfort, I know that it's a lot better. So there we go. And here we go. Pit stops are occurring, it looks like. There we go. Carson Kvapil, one of the first drivers to pull off pit road and come to pit road here as they take 4 laps to go. 4 more times around. Is that about to become 3 laps to go as they cross the line? I believe that will be. Yep, 3 laps to go. So if you want to pit, this would be the time, unless you think you're one of the drivers who can contend for those top 2 spots here. Because right now, not William Byron, that's Ross Chastain in the 9 versus the 19 of Riley Herbst. Those 2 are 3 seconds out ahead of everybody else. So, again, everybody else going to be trying to come to pit road here. Zilisch coming to pit road, so he's not staying out to try and salvage any kind of points today. He's purely focused on the win. Here we go. Jesse Love going in and getting his service done here. Oh, and Jesse Love stalls the car just a little bit here as he comes out of pit road. Carson Kvapil leads him out. Looks like the 00 of Sheldon Creed also out ahead of these guys. Meanwhile, again, the fight at the front of the field here. They're catching the lap car of they're catching to lap the 7 of Allgaier. If they can get Allgaier a lap down, that would be massive. I mean, granted, not as massive because he could just take the free pass, but actually, is he on the lead lap? If he's not on the lead lap, that would be even more massive. Let's go ahead and see. Alright, so as of right now, Allgaier is showing just about on the lead lap. So again, if they could lap... Oh, and here we go. Here comes the leaders to pit road. So the leaders are going to come to pit road, which will extend that window for anybody else trying to get to pit road. William Byron takes it. And so does Corey Heim and a couple other drivers jumping on this one because this is a long pit road. There is a little bit of a chance if the leader did decide to come to pit road that you could maybe jump on that same strategy with him. And it looks like Harrison Burton has taken the 2 to go, which means pit road is closed. So any drivers who came to pit road, they made their choice. Any drivers who didn't come to pit road, they made theirs. So time has been made, and let's see, what do we got? There we go. Ross Chastain getting done with his pit stop, and we will be back and ready for this one. Let's see. Nope, not that. All right, so here we go. Harrison Burton started in 33rd on the day. Through two, through two stages and a lot of pit strategy, he's managed to make his way to the front to try and earn some stage points here. Harrison Burton, yeah, driving that number 25 car, making his way to the top. We got Ryan Sieg, Daniel Dye, Sammy Smith looking like they're going to hang on to these top 10 spots here. Oh, nope, that is not what I meant to do. Alright, we'll work on that in a minute, but here we go. Again, 2 laps to go. Ryan Sieg trying to hang on, trying to run down the 2-second gap here. You also got Daniel Dye about a second behind him. So again, if Sieg can run down the 3-second gap in front of him to Harrison Burton, that'd be impressive. Only 1 lap left to do it, though. The bigger thing is making sure you don't lose that spot to Daniel Dye. Then you got Sammy Smith, Jeb Burton, the rest of the top 5. Poole, Williams, LeBay, Sage Karam, and Kyle Sieg rounding out your top 10 drivers. At the moment, Chris Wright in the number 5 car, the guy with no brakes at Daytona, manages to hang on and will be in contention here down the straight. Alright, so there we go. Let's see. Alright, stage 2. We got 1 lap to go here. Looking up the inside goes... Oh, wow. Jesse Love trying to bump his way as far up the field as he can before this caution flag occurs for the end of stage 1. He's gotten himself up to 21st, I believe that was the battle for. Now he's eyeing his spot for 20th here as Sheldon Creed hanging on to that one. Here we go. Zilisch versus Byron. Those two fighting for position as well here as we're going ahead and getting this one. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so again, we're just chilling out here. Caution flag will fly for the end of the stage. Stage 2 winner, Harrison Burton, Daniel Dye, Sammy Smith rounds out your top 3. Let's see. Who's going to be, Sammy Smith, top 3. Jeb Burton finishing in the 4th position. Ryan Sieg, 5th. Brendan Poole, 6th. LeBay, 7th. Josh Williams coming home in the 8th position. Sage Karam, 9th. And rounding out the top 10 is Kyle Sieg, rounding out the top 10 as the caution flag will officially fly for the end of the stage. All right. So first off, let's go ahead and tweet this out, the results of this one, and then we will go ahead and... There we go. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so there we go. Let's see. Let's see. Alright. Alright, let's see. Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go. That's top 5. Alright. Yeah, we're just chilling out here, currently under a commercial break here, and under caution for the end of stage number, for the end of stage 2. We will be getting ready for stage 3 here in a minute. Alright, so here we go. Getting ready to come back from commercial break, and they're showing some amusement park. Right, that actually looks like a recolored version of one from my local amusement park called the Wild Mouse, but I am almost certain that that's not it, because unless they completely repainted it, which granted that thing needed more than just a coat of paint, because that had next to no padding, as it is definitely not the same one. Alright, and then they also had a go-karting things up. Again, that's one thing about some of these races. They look like they have so much fun atmosphere around the racetrack. Obviously, I've only been to a couple of different tracks, but it feels like, at least for the ones that I've been to, it doesn't feel like the city has gotten much into it outside of the Charlotte 600. Obviously, for the Roval, I wasn't in town very long to really kind of gauge it, but yeah, for the 600, the town definitely got into it. Bristol, it really feels like it depends on where you look as to whether or not the town gets into it, and it also depends on if you're there for the spring or the fall. But yeah, New Hampshire, there just isn't a town there. I mean, Loudon, New Hampshire is about as sparsely populated as almost any other town in the world, so. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so there we go. We are under the. We got 23 laps left in this one. I will say that's the nice thing about the Xfinity Series. It does feel like they're very short sprints. At times, I do wish these races were longer, but yeah, to the same extent, I don't want them to be too obnoxiously long. Alright, so yeah, it's one of those things that I feel like they do an okay job of kind of balancing the two, so it's not a big deal. Alright, so there we go. Alright, I'm gonna just bounce Alright, there we go. Get you off of there, and we are back and ready for this one. Yeah, it should be ready for stage 2 here shortly. We're just gonna go ahead and move this down. Alright. So here we go. Pit road's open. Harrison Burton leading the field down onto pit road. All the drivers who came to pit road before will stay out here and resume their race contending spots. Meanwhile, Harrison Burton and the rest of them will all attempt to go ahead and come down pit road and try and make their cars race-winning cars, considering I don't think most of them were race-winning cars already. Obviously, a lot can change, but we are doing this. Alright, yeah, I meant to do this in the off week, but my time management has been just awful this week, so I haven't been able to get, like, for example, I didn't get Fantasy Friday done yesterday. I was hoping to get that done. I know I missed it last week. I was hoping that I could get back to getting it done this week at least, but for the moment, it has not been done, so. Alright. I just need to update this. We will be all set and ready for the run of the checkers. So again, we will have about a 20-lap sprint when we come back from commercial break. We are getting ready for this one. Welcome on in. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so there we go. So yeah, we are at 2,925 subscribers. We are 75 away from hitting 3K, which would be amazing. Buddy of mine the other night hit 4,000, which I am so incredibly proud of him. His channel is Sheldon Creed. If you guys want to go check him out over on Twitter or join him over on YouTube, he does race reviews of every single race. He puts a lot of passion into getting them out as soon as possible, maybe with a little less editing, but he gives you guys some great opinions. And again, I think you guys should absolutely check him out if you guys enjoy NASCAR. I think he's a great follow, both on Twitter and over on his YouTube channel. So just wanted to give him a little bit of a shout out. I saw that accomplishment earlier this week and wanted to give him credit where credit is absolutely due. So. And if you happen to be watching this, Dan, feel free to say hi, but I don't know why you'd be watching this. I know you're watching the actual race, so. So there we go. Yeah, we're still in commercial break, though. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, I'll be right back. Hello. Car is literally sitting in the box. Alright, so there we go. We are here. We're back, and green flag is out, and we are back to racing. Welcome on in. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Here we go. So here comes Zilisch on Quapple here into the first corner. They both run wide. Austin Hill through from 5th to 1st in one set of corners for Austin Hill. And here we go. Zilisch and Quapple continue to fight it out for second here. We got ourselves a battle on hand, and we are ready to go. So welcome on in. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. If you guys are enjoying the stream, feel free to let me know who you guys think is going to win this one. And here we go. 20 laps to go. It really does not feel like this race has been very long at all. I'd say just over, not even to the 2 hour mark yet. Obviously still little ways to go, but yeah, here we go. Again, right now the 88 of Zilisch fighting hard here, looking to the inside, trying to make this spot happen here on... Is that Corey Heim? Yeah, Corey Heim holding off Connor Zilisch. Now Zilisch back to the inside. And oh! Door checks the 24 and just spins him out. And I think Zilisch has potentially race-ending damage on his front end. Certainly, I think it's going to warrant a pit stop there. Say, if NASCAR was any other series, I think that would be being investigated for unnecessary unnecessary contact. But either way, that front end of his car, again, doesn't look serious, but it certainly looked like it could have been the potential of a tire rub, and yeah, he is going to have to come to pit road for that. But ultimately, he skipped pit road the first pass, so he's going to stay out on the racetrack. I'm curious as to Zilich's mentality here again. Maybe I was a little hyperbolic with saying it was race-ending damage, but I mean, with the amount of tire smoke coming off of that thing, it very well could be race-defining at the very least. He'll have to come in, get that fixed, and now he'll be in the position Allgaier was in earlier, trying to hang on to that tail end of the pack here. Alright, so there we go. And again, just showing that 24 of Heim getting moved out into that dirt. And again, I'm curious if Zilisch ends up coming to pit road because of this. Because again, that damage is certainly not going to be easy to work around or hang on to. And the longer he fights it, the higher the risk that he potentially blows a tire and potentially really ruins his day. Again, at the moment, he hasn't blown a tire yet, but you always wonder how long can that tire take abuse like that tire smoke that we've been seeing on some of these straightaways. Again, there we go. Jesse Love and Sam Mayer fighting through the field here. Again, that battle happening a little bit further back in the pack, back in the 6th and 7th positions. There we go. Alright, so there we go. Alright, let's see how this looks when we add the text above it. There we go. Alright, so that should be all set. Let's see. Might go just a touch faster on the scroll speed. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so we got that going. Again, we got 17 laps to go here. Just want to get that all figured out. We are set up and ready for this one. So welcome on in. Hopefully everybody's enjoying the race. If you guys are, of course, hit the like button and subscribe. We are well on our way here to 3,000 subscribers. And here's to that and more as we get ready for the future. Again, we got 2 races tomorrow along with some fun the rest of the week. Hopefully you guys are excited. Okay, they're showing off something for NXT, for WWE. So that's what that is, at least, because it's definitely wrestling. But yeah, so there we go. Alright, so there we go. Again, we got Corey Heim on pit road with the Sam Hunt Racing Machine going back out. Curious how his day will be affected by this one. Obviously, he got spun out and he came in for a change of tires. We'll have to wait and see. But so far, Zilisch has stayed on the track here. Austin Hill, Quapple, Zilisch, Byron Gray, the top 5. Still a very strong group here. Blaine Perkins from the Jordan Anderson Racing Camp making their way up into the top 10. And yeah, we are working our way through this one now. Alright, so there we go. We got a poll going up, and we got the top 2 here in pursuit. Again, Austin Hill, less than 1 second back. Carson Quapple here, as we've got ourselves a drag race between the 19 of 19 of Herbst versus Creed, and that's all the way back in the 20th position. That felt like it should have been a battle for about 10th or so, but nope. Definitely not having the kind of day they were hoping to have here. But there we go. Welcome on in. So, the poll basically is whether or not you guys want to see me stream the Indy Next race tomorrow morning. It'll be basically a build up to the IndyCar race. So if you guys want to see that, feel free to go ahead and vote on the poll. But, so again, we got 15 laps to go here. By the way, the Indy Next Series is essentially the equivalent to the NASCAR Xfinity Series to the Cup race. It is the series where you'll see a lot of drivers who hope to race in the IndyCar Series and the Indy 500 race. Haley Deegan being a new addition to that series is definitely an interesting one. So, yeah, definitely interesting to see. I got to watch a little bit of the practice session earlier today, but NASCAR qualifying was getting ready to go as well. So, I did not get to watch too much of it, but definitely interested, and yeah, I want to know what you guys think as we get ready here. 14 laps to go here again. Wapple's staying very close, which is pretty impressive for a short oval guy. He's staying very close here. Zilisch though, right in the rear of Quapple though. So Quapple, if he makes one mistake, Zilisch will be all over him trying to get back by him. There we go. All right, so there we go. All right, so again, we got ourselves a couple of races. A couple of laps left here to decide this one. Again, Byron Zilisch hanging out inside the top 5 here all day long. Definitely getting some valuable experience, hopefully, for the NASCAR Cup race tomorrow. Speaking of the NASCAR Cup race tomorrow, Connor Zilisch passes Austin Hill as Carson Quapple did it a couple corners earlier. But Connor Zilisch makes that pass, and he's now up to second here. Zilisch closing in on the lead with that destroyed front end that I was questioning whether or not he might be able to keep. That might be race defining, or even, I said race ending again. Probably hyperbolic at this point. But yeah, Connor Zilisch though, he's racing with a significant tire rub right now, and again, if that ends up costing him the race, that will be heartbreaking. Even more heartbreaking if it happens to him after he gets the lead back. But again, right now, so far, Carson Quapple holds that first spot here. 13 laps to go. They've got a lot of ground to make up here, and not a lot of time to do it. All right, so here's the initial pass, and yeah, Austin Hill just ran wide at turn 1 and allowed a more aggressive, allowed just a more aggressive Carson Quapple to just jump him on the inside line. Carson Quapple takes that spot, and ultimately he's now got the lead. Again, the 88 is Zilisch breathing right down his neck. Will not be an easy one to go ahead and take over here as we get closer and closer to this one. Alright, so welcome on in though. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so there we go. Again, the one of Carson Quapple hanging on very tough here over Connor Zilisch, who is fighting hard to try and take this spot from him. Tries the over-under move. Carson Quapple ahead of it, though, with the block. Again, through these corners, so far, Carson Quapple displaying an excellence that I did not know he had at road courses. I mean, obviously, limited road courses in stock car racing outside of the NASCAR, outside of NASCAR's upper levels. Especially at the on the American side of things. Obviously, the NASCAR Canada and NASCAR Mexico Series make a bit of a living on road courses. But the NASCAR and other local tracks typically running ovals. And so far, Carson Quapple, again, showing a mastery of the road courses. And what realistically might be one of his first open wheel, or what's going to be one of his first non-oval starts of his career. And again, the fact that he'd be holding off an expert road course winner, a 24 Hours of Daytona winner in Connor Zilisch, would make it all the more impressive if that is how Carson Quapple hangs on and gets his first career NASCAR Xfinity Series win. I mean, that would be a statement win right there if he's able to pull that kind of move off. Again, still time to wait and see, but it is definitely an interesting one here as they go ahead and curve the turn the final corner down towards the uphill towards turn 1, and it is going to be a fight here for this one. Yep, Carson Quapple versus Zilisch. The fight at the front. Austin Hill has dropped way off the back bumper of these two. Still waiting to see if Zilich's tire is going to ultimately have any repercussion from the slide earlier. But, oh, yeah, there it is. There's a lot of tire smoke into the final corner, and Zilisch coming off of that one. Again, they're coming to 11 laps to go here. Not a lot of time to make something happen, but let's see. Again, all Zilisch has to do is pass one car and he can win the race. But the question is, how long do you wait to make that move? And can your tire wait long enough? So here we go. Let's see. Again, working our way through these corners. The question is going to end up coming as to how long can Quapple wait, and will we see another yellow? We still got this could be our longest stretch of green flag racing today, or in fact, I think we might be closing in on it. The longest green flag stint. We've crossed the. Let's say we're coming up on 10 laps green so far. So the question is, how far do we get before we throw this before this caution flag potentially comes out? Or do we run green to the end? Do we have to go double the length of any other green flag stint? All the way to the checkers. And if so, that would be insane. So, yeah, since Zilich's last pit stop, he went from 15th to 3rd all the way up to now 2nd position here. Obviously, some of that was benefited just off the... a lot of that was benefited off, I believe, the turnover from the other drivers pitting at the end of the stage, but every little bit counts. There we go. So here we go, the run up towards turn 1. The question is, Zilisch runs wide, Quapple on the inside, leaves that opening on the exit, but Zilisch not able to overtake it. Hill just sliding further back again. As long as Hill can hang on to a top 5 here, we got a 25 car extremely slow in the corner. On the straightaway here. Down the front stretch, he's looking like he might try and make the turn to pit road. But he'd be going in the pit road the back way because I'm not sure he's going fast enough to get up the hill in the first place. He does just about get up the hill, but man, he was really slow down the straightaway. I don't know if something's wrong with that car, but if it isn't, we got something bigger going on there. But again, right now we got ourselves a pretty good race going on, though. Again, the battle for the lead is a very tight one as these two drivers continue to just trade corners here. One corner, Quapple will look a little bit better. The next corner, he's leaving a little bit of a door open, and Zilisch just not able to capitalize. But again, they have stayed very close, and again, right now, honestly, I think I'm more impressed by Quapple than I am by Zilisch. Partially because I kind of expected this out of Zilisch after he went and was top 3 in the first practice session for the Cup Series earlier today. But also the fact that that road course racing is kind of his specialty here as he gets side by side with Quapple going up towards turn 1. And I say a lot of tire smoke on that 88 car, but Zilisch does hang on to the lead. Opens it up off the turn, though. Quapple going to try and stay side by side? No, he's not going to be able to stay side by side, but he does stay right behind him, and now he just waits for an opportunity here to arise for him to potentially take a spot here. So again, right now we got Zilisch versus Quapple. Now Quapple going to have to fight from behind, which, again, I don't know if he knows how to do it on a road course. Certainly, he's nowhere near as experienced as Zilisch is at this discipline of making sure that you hit every single mark here. But as of right now, the 88 of Zilisch, he's hanging on as best he can. And again, the question will eventually come about that tire. Now that he's gotten the lead, that is going to be the number one discussion here. And I hope that the team has already discussed and evaluated that and figured out what they want to do about that. Because, again, if you're just now deciding to worry about that tire, you were already in trouble before. But there we go. Again, right now, Phoenix next Saturday. The NASCAR Xfinity Series heads to Phoenix. That'll be a fun one. We get to go to some classic short track racing, that'll be right up Quapple's alley. But again, so far the road course is looking like it's not far from his alley as well, as he's been able to hang really close to a very experienced road course racer like Zilisch. Zilisch obviously young, but almost all of his experience, it feels like, has been road course racing. So he's been one of the best at it. So there we go. All right, so Carson Quapple was locked up the brakes just a little bit there as they came off that final corner as well. So again, Zilisch versus Quapple, they're very similar here. And here we go, Quapple up the inside, door to door. Door to door goes the 88 and the 1 here. Two teammates for Junior Motorsports putting bumper to bumper, and they are going door to door here as they continue to race through this one. All right, welcome on in. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. If you guys are enjoying the race, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new. Again, we've been doing these types of videos, and we'll be doing at least 2 streams tomorrow. The Cup race and the IndyCar race are for shores. All right, so here we go. Let's see. Again, right now we got Zilisch versus we do have Zilisch versus the one of Carson Quapple here. And if the one comes up one spot short of the victory. So there we go. Again, the 88 car trying to make what he can out of this here. Coming off the corner. Zilisch in the 87 tomorrow as we get ready for the Cup race. But again, the fact that Quapple was able to get door to door and went for the move and was actually able to make it kind of stick there, was able to leave just enough room for Zilisch off the corner. But man, that was not a whole lot of room to leave him. Again, that is impressive racing right there. I am absolutely stunned that we managed to hang on to it, but hey, they kept it going. And here we go. Let's see. All right, so there we go. They sneak through the through that set of corners here, the same set of corners where Zilisch got dive bombed the last time by Quapple. But again, 7 laps to go. Their time is quickly eroding away, and they don't have a whole lot of it left. They need to figure out what they're gonna do and how to do it in a hurry. There we go. 7 laps to go. 7 more times around here. All right. So there we go. Again, we've got the 17 of William Byron hanging on here. He's made his way all the way to 3rd place. The question is, again, will 3rd place even have a shot at this one? As we got ourselves a 7 laps to go, and Byron's over 3.5 seconds back. That is going to be a long way to try and come back here. And yeah, the age of the two guys in the front of the field, 21 and 18, a combined, 17 starts between them, and a total of 1 win between them. I mean, that is an impressively small amount of years, starts and wins. But the fact that they have a win between them at that point, and obviously Zilisch got that in his first career start at Watkins Glen last year, but again, Carson Quapple only in his first full season of Xfinity, same as Zilisch here. But again, as we mentioned, Zilisch, a former Daytona Rolex 24 winner at Daytona, able to pick up that 24-hour victory. Obviously, it wasn't all his doing, but he was a very instrumental piece in that attack. So, again, it's always something to keep an eye on here. But again, so far, the gap for Zilisch has been growing the last 3 laps in a row. So again, you're running out of time in a hurry here. If you're Carson Quapple, you got to stay close or look for a pass here soon. But right now, you're almost falling so far back that you're going to need to send it just to stay close to him. And again, if you can stay just close to him, again, try and force a mistake out of the 88. Try and force him to use up that tire, which, again, we know is rubbing. But, again, that damage on the 88, that's another thing I feel like we aren't even acknowledging is the fact that 88 is doing this damage. Imagine what he'd be doing if this 88 was working exactly how he wanted. I know, but. Alright, so here we go again. Showing Zilisch coming to pit road earlier when he came in, and the caution flag had already been thrown for a wreck earlier. Then there's the contact that with here's the contact with Corey Heim, which ultimately damaged his front end. I thought it was going to do more damage because again, the immediate aftermath of that, we saw the tire smoke. But right now, I think they've actually kept this one pretty well under control here for Zilisch, as he's got 5 laps to go and he's in control of this race. He's got about a second between him and Quapple here, and if Quapple can't hang on, it will absolutely affect him. And Carson Quapple off track, and Carson Quapple, I think, has a tire down. How does Carson Quapple end up with a tire down when the other guy's been the one dragging the tire the entire lap with a tire rub? But okay, looks like Carson Quapple with a tire issue here, and that all of a sudden goes ahead and hands second place off to Byron, and now Zilisch has a massive chance here. So the question is, can Quapple get it back to pit road without bringing out a caution, or will a caution end up being thrown here as they go ahead and get this one done? Again, right now, Zilisch, he was putting on such a good fight, but he ends up using up just a little too much tire here, as it looks like he's got a tire that's gone down. And again, he's actually making laps here, and I mean, it's as much as he can do here, but here we go. Let's see, is he coming to pit road? This, I believe, is pit road entry, and yep, there we go. He's going to be able to make it to pit road. So that tire is basically completely eroded off the wheel well, but he manages to hang on, gets it to pit road, and the Junior Motorsports team will go to work here, but 4 laps to go, and now Zilisch has nobody anywhere near him. 4.5 seconds back is the first driver for position, William Byron. And again, Zilisch has all the time in the world to just take it nice and easy and avoid mistakes. Because if you can avoid mistakes, you have a real shot to go ahead and win this one. Again, so far, all Zilisch needs to do here is to go ahead and find himself in position to go ahead and just coast to the checkers. And that is, I think, what he has the ability to do. He doesn't need to do anything crazy here. He just needs to get to the checkers. And again, he's 4 laps away from doing that. You can give up the entire 4 seconds, basically, as long as you hang on to that lead. So, I mean, you essentially have a full 3 seconds to just burn, because realistically, from 1 second back, if you're able to maintain the gap. But the question is, how quick can Byron turn it on here at the end in the late stages? And here comes Sam Mayer up into the 3rd position for Sam Mayer in the 41. That's actually a pretty impressive run there. Gotta give credit where credit is due, but that is a very good run there from the driver of the 41 there. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so there we go. Let's see. Alright, so Taylor Gray again. He is hanging on to that top 5 spot as well. He's another driver that I've been impressed with him so far. I mean, it's obviously a very early into the Xfinity Series season. I can't wait to see how he performs at a typically Toyota-dominated track like Phoenix. A track where his teammate Brandon Jones has a couple of wins, I believe, at Phoenix, including one over Kyle Busch in some very adverse conditions, which was insane that he was able to go ahead and get that one. But, yeah, there we go. But yeah, Gray being able to try and hold off Christian Eckes here. Obviously, Eckes a former Truck Series winner. Don't believe he's ever. I think this is his first time racing in the Xfinity Series on a road course. But yeah, they continue to fight here, and the question is, who is going to come out on top? Taylor Gray going up against Eckes. Dueling it out here. You've got yourself a limited amount of time. And Eckes runs him really wide. And I'd be shocked if Gray isn't maybe a little ticked about that and goes for a little bit of revenge. But there we go. And Eckes makes the pass on Taylor Gray there. I'd say Zilisch has given up about a second here on the... he's given up about a second there. Let's see. All right, we're chilling out, though. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. 2 laps to go. Okay, all Zilisch has to do, hang on for 2 more laps. If he can hang on for 2 more laps, he has this one in the bag. And there we go. Blaine Perkins hanging on to that final spot. The 9th position. Sorry, I thought that might be the final spot inside the top 10, but no. William Sawalich currently holds the final spot inside the top 10. Blaine Perkins, still trying to hold off a Joe Gibbs racing car as hard as he can, trying to show that, hey, this Jordan Anderson team belongs. And again, Jeb Burton doing that a ton the last 2 weeks on the super speedways. This time it's Blaine Perkins really trying to prove that he and the team both belong here. Again, Jordan Anderson, a great guy. And putting up a great fight. Here goes Blaine Perkins. But here we go. Through the final set of corners, we're going to see the white flag waving in the air, and the rest of the field going to be waving a white flag here in a minute. But it is white flag, Connor Zilisch out in front of the field. William Byron, he's close, but I don't know if he's close enough here. Credit One Bank, 1 to go. So the 1 lap to go mark here. Again, Byron has got to find himself some way, somehow to pull this one off if he wants any shot at this one. Again, Zilisch in a junior motorsports car, Byron in a Hendrick car. So again, those 2 organizations very closely aligned. Certainly not out of the realm of possibility. But it would be a tough task for us to see any of them going ahead and making this one happen. And again, I think Zilisch might be saving a little bit. So if Byron does even get close, I think Zilisch can turn on another gear here as we are rounding the final lap. And again, here we go. Zilisch, if he can lock into the Xfinity Series playoffs here in only the first road course, again, that would allow him to focus his efforts on learning the ovals and learning rather than having to worry about protecting points all year, which I think could be a massive upside for Zilisch here as they go through as they're working their way through this final set of corners here. Heading down towards the start-finish line. The question is, can Byron catch him? He's close, but I don't know if he's going to be close enough. Zilisch may have just cut the course a little too much, but they've been very lax, it seems, about course-cutting penalties. Through the final corner, off of it comes Connor Zilisch. Less than 1 second, about a second and a half between them, but Connor Zilisch is the winner here at Circuit of the Americas, and he is Cup ready as he goes for his Cup race debut tomorrow. William Byron second. Third will be Sam Mayer. 4th, Austin Hill. And running out your top 5 is going to be Christian Eckes. And there is Zilisch already burning it down up at the top of turn 1. Well out of the racing group, so nobody will hit him. All right, so there's the top 10 on your screen. We'll go through them all one by one. Thank you guys for everybody that tuned in. Again, if you guys are here just for the race reaction, again, that was the finish of the race. There's Ross Chastain coming up to congratulate his Trackhouse development driver teammate here. Obviously, they weren't, I think they were technically teammates tonight, but they are absolutely going to be teammates tomorrow as Connor Zilisch will be driving a in-house Trackhouse car tomorrow with Ross Chastain and the other Trackhouse drivers. So again, if you guys came just for the race recap or race review, that will be the end of this one. Again, we'll go through the full finishing order as we tend to do But again, if you guys just came for that, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you guys are new so you guys don't miss any future videos or live streams. Again, we'll be back tomorrow for some more racing. We also got a poll in chat if you guys would like to see me do the Indy NXT race tomorrow morning. But till next time, I will see you guys later. Let's go ahead and get through the full finishing results here. So we got Connor Zilisch in the first position, William Byron second. Third will be Sam Mayer. Fourth, Austin Hill. Running out the top 5, Christian Eckes. Jesse Love in the 6th position. 7th will be Taylor Gray. 8th will be Ross Chastain driving the number 9. And William Sawalich coming home in the 9th place. Blaine Perkins hangs on for a top 10 finish. There we go. So Blaine Perkins hangs on for a top 10. Sammy Smith coming home in the 11th position. Sheldon Creed coming home 12th. 13th for Riley Herbst. 14th, Alex LeBay. And rounding out the top 15 will be Josh Williams. That's a good run for Josh. Ryan Ellis in the 71 coming home 16th. 17th will be Daniel Dye. Dean Thompson in the 26 coming home 18th. 19th for Ryan Sieg after a good run in one of the 2 stages. And Brendan Poole will round out your top 20. Anthony Alfredo, we were talking about him early in the race, coming home 21st. Balicki 22nd. Carson Kvapil, after that flat tire at the end of the race, he ends up coming home 23rd. Nick Sanchez 24th. 25th for Jeb Burton, running out the top 25. Austin Green 26th, driving that number 32 for Jordan Anderson. Kyle Sieg, after a top 10 result in stage 2, coming home 27th. 28th for Jeremy Clements. 29th for Justin Allgaier after his unplanned pit stop earlier. And running out your top 30 was Brandon Jones. Corey Heim coming home in the 31st position after he got sent wide by race winner Connor Zilisch. He ends up coming home 31st. And Matt DiBenedetto, the last car on the lead lap, coming home 32nd. 33rd for Chris Wright, 1 lap off the pace. Sage Karam comes home 7 laps shy of the checkered flag in 34th place. Harrison Burton 10 laps shy of the checkered flag in 35th place after an issue with his AM Racing Ford. Preston Pardis coming home 36th in his number 50 car, 39 laps off the pace. Baltazar Lugazaman, I have absolutely no idea if I'm pronouncing it even remotely close to correctly, but he comes home 18 laps off 48 laps off the pace in 37th place. And dead last, unfortunately today, it will be Carson Hocevar who comes home with a 38th place finish with a DNF on lap 3, 62 laps short of the checkered flag. And that is going to be the full finishing order. Okay, they are talking with Connor Zilisch. I did not drive a clean race. Sorry to everyone I hit. All right, so hey, you know what? Massive credit to him. Great awareness there. Mentally followed through half the race, having to fight back. The Junior Motorsports race car fastest. Hey, again, a really great quote from a young kid. I mean, that's great awareness to see him acknowledging right at the beginning of his interview. Basically, hey, I didn't run the cleanest race I probably could have. Definitely ran into a couple of people. So there you go. Can't let the noise get to you. And again, 18 years, 7 months, and 7 days, and he's gotten his second NASCAR Xfinity Series road course race win. Now the question is, when will his first oval win be? I mean, that is just incredible there for Connor Zilisch. So there we go. Good job on Connor. Can't believe that. And there's some of his crew members coming up to give him some congratulations. Again, a wall of fans there lined up at the thing. And Connor Zilisch waving to the crowd. There we go. Again, he is ready for his Cup Series debut. I was unsure coming into this year if I felt like he was actually ready for a Cup Series start later on this year. But honestly, again, after seeing what we saw both from him in this race and from him in this interview afterwards, I think he is more than ready for this Cup Series opportunity. And I look forward to seeing what he can do in tomorrow's NASCAR Cup Series race. But that is going to be the end of this live stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did enjoy this live stream, feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new so you guys don't miss any future videos or live streams. But until next time, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next video. Live stream, whatever you guys decide to do with the rest of your night. Have a great night, everybody, and goodbye!